carve a pumpkin this year?
No, government.
Zero? That was not anticipated in my plan. Shoot. Well, I carved one. It was my dog's name. Well, Dog Paw. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But I am a pretty big fan of the art of pumpkin carving. And really, more broadly, the last couple of years, I've realized I just appreciate and enjoy making things in general. And so today I want to talk about how my life has been enriched the last couple of years since I've just started to make things, and I've started to look at different things that I would normally buy, or just looking at objects, and it's like, I could probably do that. And so today I just want to focus on two contexts, or two examples of which I've started to do that and how my life has been enriched. First area is art. I'm not exactly a creative or an artist, I would say, but I'm a big fan of enjoying art, and I'm an unusually big fan of scale models, miniature models, and whether it be a model of Wrigley Field that I saw in Chicago, or of the Roman Colosseum in Rome, or really a model of anything, I will stop and stare and admire for a long duration. And it's only been the last couple of years that I've gone from, that's kind of mysterious, I don't know how that came about, I can't relate, to thinking, I could probably do that. And so my life has been enriched. In one particular example, 2 years ago, I decided to surprise my parents with a scale model of their treasured home in Redmond that they've owned for 30 plus years. And it's got all the sheds that my dad built in the back. He's a big shed fan. And my mom's apple trees, little steps, and I don't think they're super biased, maybe a little biased, but it's one of their more treasured possessions, and it's in the living room, and it's definitely enriched my life. Looking at it, it brings a smile to my face, and it all happened, or was inspired by a mindset shift from thinking that it's just mysterious how a model can come about, to just like, I could figure it out, I could do that. Second example within art is just decorative art. I'll just look around a lot of walls. In this case, this is kind of hard to, I probably could do a lot of these things, but a lot of it's like words and different typography, and it's like, I could probably figure out how to do that. And so a couple years ago, I ordered a little wood burning pen on Amazon, and just started etching some of my favorite quotes and things. And I brought an example. I'm no Picasso, but I just started writing some of my favorite quotes of a writer that I like named G.K. Chesterton. And now I can decorate my walls with things that I made.
Oh, awesome.
And no round of applause? I'm kidding. That's just one example that I wouldn't consider myself an artist, but now I'm like, I could just figure it out. I could do it. Third and last example within art is just like backyard projects. The last couple of years I've worked on a lot of projects with my brother and my dad. My brother's house, I built a shed. I'm no construction guy. It took me about 10 times as long as I budgeted and planned for, but quite satisfying. I learned a lot. Now I can go to my brother's backyard and look at a thing and say, I put that there. It's fantastic. I like it. It's enriched my life. And then most recently I built a little putting green with my dad in his backyard. It's very small. We could have just hired someone to do it, but we struggle through it and we enjoy it. My mom looks out there and is like, she smiles because it's her husband and her son who put that there. So before, I probably wouldn't have thought I could just figure it out, and since I've had that mindset shift, my life has been enriched. Second context that I'll share is food. I'm no chef. I'm rather incompetent, actually, food-wise, but I've started to get a little bit more creative with the things I put in my mouth and the things that I cook, and whether it be the crock pot, just dicing up some random veggies and having fun with what I put in there, or I've started to make applesauce from my parents' apple trees that I alluded to before. And it's quite satisfying going to a store and looking at applesauce that I've been buying for decades and thinking, I could do that, which is really just crushed apples, so it's not the best, most inspiring example, but nonetheless, I can't do that. And then one other example just within food is I like these little bobo. Anyone know bobos? I like them. They're like oat bars, like really rich, chewy bars, essentially. And I would never think that, I don't know how this came about. It's like I just eat it. But now I'm like, I It's probably a recipe. It's probably a recipe. So keep me accountable. I hope to make some Bobo version myself in the next couple months. In conclusion, those are just two areas, arts and food. There's many others, poetry or entertainment, of which my life has been enriched by not looking at something as just a mystery of how it came about, but thinking, I could probably do that. Thank you.